hello everyone. My name is Phan. So people often see me on TikTok for doing homeschooling content. So it is an honor here for me to be a guest speaker at TEDx Young Ocean Park. So 2 years ago, I was basically adorable, round, soft, happy, satisfied with eating Korean BBQ 3 times per week. Top 10 student in a class of 10. Struggling in math, terrible in English, played a little badminton with 0 medal. And if there was something special about me, it's that how unspecial I felt. But I didn't question it because I thought learning just happened in classroom. So I just followed the script that everyone else was following. But today, I'm darker, toner, my hair is always a mess. I just cut my hair because it is too messy and I can't see anything, but this is my recent hair. And my skin is permanently sunburned now. My mind is sharper. My skin goes tougher at 5:30 when I dive into the Red River flow through my city. Someday, my lunch consists of nothing but a whole watermelon. Some nights, I sleep in a tent by the beach. And honestly, life feels real now. A little messy perhaps, but fully alive. So what changed? How did 1 year of homeschooling turn me from a cute and clean to a dark and half furrow? It wasn't one big thing. It was 3 small moments that helped me change everything. So in 2023, my daily routine looked like someone copy and paste 5 times a week. Being woken up at 7 a.m., crawling to school at 8, counting the hour to leave school at like 3 to 4 p.m. If there were an extracurricular class or tutoring class, I would leave school at like 5 to 6 p.m. Going home in rush hour, eating dinner, and maybe, just maybe, shower. After that, you would see me sitting down for homework or group project at 8:30 or 9. And then, there were also an IELTS or SAT class to make sure that I was ready for college. Going back in midnight or past midnight, the cycle then began over and over again the next day at least 5 times per week. I was constantly sleepy and exhausted. But I still felt small comparison with my peers who ranked top every other competition. And it came to my parent realization. They said this kid, he has no time to be a teenager. And he had become a little chubby hamster, lost in the rat race of trying to be a perfect student. So it was 3 defining moments that helped me change everything. First, is the race with a US Special Forces Troop commander. It started with a ridiculous challenge. The day before TED, our Vietnamese Lunar New Year, I received a message from someone I deeply respect. 7 days of TED, let's see who can run more between us. It was an accumulative competition using Strava app to track the kilometer each of us run over the course of holiday. Now, you have to understand, this mentor of mine is the former US military man who ran half marathon for fun. Me, I was a double in human form. So it was a soldier, a US Special Force Troop commander, I believe, versus a dumpling. You know who's gonna lose, right? But something clicked in my head. No way I'm losing to him. So while everyone else was at home celebrating, watching the Tao Quân, which is our Vietnamese holiday comedy show, and eat sticky rice cake, I put on my sneaker and run. 7 days, New Year Eve, I was running at 5 a.m. every day in freezing wind. Every kilometer felt like negotiating with myself. You can do it, but it's cold. You can do it, but sticky rice is good. But you can do it. So after the holiday, I ran over 50 kilometers, meaning about 8 kilometers per day. And guess what? I still lost. But that race lit a fire in me. It proved to me that I was indeed capable of something if I just jumped in and got started. And this is the very first time I felt proud of myself of something school wouldn't grade me on. And even when I did not manage to win, I had achieved a new milestone for myself. This is the first moment life whispered in my ear. Education isn't only in classroom. Okay. The second one is the river and the tree. After losing some of my dumpling weight, I started open water swimming in the Red River. At first, I couldn't even swim 500 meters. So there's a spot in the river everyone talk about. The lonely tree. It is just a single tree sticking on the water, but reaching it is a badge of honor. Why though? Because the current is so strong, most of the swimmers get pushed backward. And it pushed me backward every single time. I was pissed. So I made a deal with myself. 5:30 a.m. every day, no excuse. Wind or rain, even when the water is bone chilling 15 degrees Celsius, I swam. My hands were frozen. My lips were purple. But something in my head kept saying, just a little more. And then one day, I saw myself in a 5-kilometer race at Lison Island, a small volcanic island of the coast of Vietnam, I believe. I didn't expect much. Didn't join to win. I just want to survive. But somehow, I finished in the top 3 male of the competition. And standing there with a medal around my neck, I realized I didn't start swimming to win. I start because I love the fight against the water and I believe in it. So I think when you stick with something long enough, the sweet reward will eventually come. Sweetness comes from the internal joy of winning a race against yourself, of knowing you can do it and wanting to do better. So that's why my dream got bigger, to one day conquer the 7 ocean. A series of 7 toughest long swimming challenge, I believe. And that's the second time the universe whispered in my ear. And learning happened in real life. Thirdly is the mechanic and 99 other teacher. My education wasn't just only about pushing my body. It was also about understanding the world. As a part of my homeschooling, my parents gave me a challenge they called 100 day, 100 job. Meaning that for 2 years, I have to work 100 different jobs. Spending a few days on each as a cook, as a gardener, as a photographer. The goal here was for me to learn from the world, not only from book. So that's how I met the mechanic. He have a small shop in Hanoi. It is really small, just him, his tool, and a bike. While he is fixing bike, he told me about his younger day, about how he failed, try again, and fail again. But he said one thing that hit me hard. Back then, we have to pay to learn a new skill. Now, they pay the intern to learn, but yet the young are scared to try. At that moment, I think, he's not only fixing bike, he's fixing my perspective. He showed me that wisdom isn't found in fancy title or big office. It's found in the hand of people who build, create, and repair the world. He connected the dots for me. River and the race taught me about to push myself. The mechanic and 99 other teachers taught me the excitement of life. That lifelong learning isn't limited in classroom or grade. Hear me out. Academic achievement does matter. It is important. But there are also many valuable skills out there waiting for us to discover. Looking back, my way of learning is kind of weird. It didn't start in a classroom. It started in a race I lost, in a river that fought me back, and in a man who fixed bike better than most people fix their life. Many people say this: if you don't study hard, you will end up begging on the street. But maybe that's not too bad. As long as I can still beg for forgiveness when I mess up, beg for another chance to try, and beg myself to keep doing what I love. Learning can happen anywhere. From school teach me how to take tests, life is teaching me how to live. And honestly, living while learning is way more fun than learning without knowing why. And many people often ask me, so Phan, what do you want now? The truth is nothing big. I just want to go on an adventure, meet new people, and hear their story. And wake up every day a little less clueless than yesterday. Thank you.